may not be apparent is that all the methods I'm doing today are a combination of wisdom and methods of others. So, taking what Bruce Uba says to use a smaller container, so I use less solution. I instead adapted the silicone stoppers, and the use of the Citronox detergent was from Tim Dryer, in which I combined these methods together to use less solution. There's many ways to clean your glass. Tim Dryer suggested Citronox, rinsing, and then rinsing with deionized water. And then eventually, when all that is done, I will put it in the kiln for bake out. Hello Lightning Tamers, today's efforts has allowed me to hook everything up, and I was going to do a test to see if there's a leak in my system, to see if it's vacuum sealed. When we go down underneath, you notice there's something missing. Well, this had, when I was making an adjustment and tried to moving it around, it actually cracked in my hands. Gave me a little bit of a flap cut, so that's kind of bleeding through right now. So the next step is to fix that, which is easy because it's flame working and it's Boro and it's a part I made. And then hooking it back up the system and do my leak check again. So I'm set back a few days, a week I should say, since I only work 2 times a week on my off days for my full-time job. So we'll see what happens next. I decided to go with a little ring that's in there. I think once I put the steel wool in there, it's going to hold it in place. So there we go. Just keeps the steel wool from coming through and get sucked down, even though I have this little safety note here. Now I'm just going to go ahead and get this pre-assembled so you can at least test for the leak and hopefully get a good vacuum this time. So I'm just going to throw this in here a little bit. See how this goes. Opening manifold to pump. So far, so good. And down here, replaced it with that little part instead of the one I actually made. That one tended to fit a lot better, space-wise compared to this, especially when I had to fix this section here. So that worked out. So like I said, first things first is just seeing how the system is pulling down on the first pull. Everything is looking really good. I'm looking at connections here, make sure everything's nicely kneaded together. I was worried about these new clamps not working really well for this, but I chose plastic over the metal just to reduce any type of shock hazard or drawing the energy back towards our gauges. But again, that's why I have the electrode ground to prevent a lot of energy pull. So after I kind of settle with this, I'll start testing leaks here. First pressurizing each line a little bit, and then using a soapy solution to test my connections, because that's typically where I've had leaks in the past. My connections from the line to this part, and especially from here to the CJ 580 connection. Now it's time to do some leak checking. I'm gonna grab some stuff over there and a little rag. Just gonna pressurize each of these lines and then check them individually to see if there is any leaks with a pressurized line here. So we'll see the bubbles if there's a leak, then I'll kind of adjust and tighten and go from there. Checked everything by filling the pressure in the line and then squirting each spot. I found out right here, definitely some bubbling. So that connection from the bolt to the T needs to be tightened up, so I'll just take that apart and fix that up. And we should be good to go, hopefully. Alright, so I've concluded this session with doing all the leak checks. It's ready for a pump down. Just got to grab some stainless steel wool so I do all the materials at once. So the next time I'm in the studio, I'm doing the final pump down. But beforehand, I'm going to show you guys what I have set up. Here it is. I got the acrylic top on there. Thing looks clean as. Still need to install the propane tank down here, and labels up here, and on the back side something to hold the top sheet when it's in use. So little adjustments, but it's in a functional state. And thank you guys for watching.